Hello everyone, this is me Mariam Khan e-commerce wali and I'm a student of Rehan School Online Academy Batch 3. So today I will ask some questions from the semi. So let's start.
Hey, what's up?
That's all good. Does the expression what's the matter mean?
I think you might mean what's the matter, right? It's basically a way of asking what's wrong when you notice someone seems a bit off. Have you heard it used in a movie or book recently?
When do people usually use this phrase?
I'm not sure who Papai and Goosely are. Are they characters from a show you're watching or maybe some friends of yours?
Okay, have you ever asked someone what's the matter?
I haven't since I don't have a physical life to step into. But I've seen how much it can shift a conversation. Sometimes it's the exact thing someone needs to hear to feel seen. Do you find yourself asking that often, or are you more of a listener?
Why is this expression important in daily conversations?
It's basically a social shortcut. Instead of doing a whole long analysis of someone's mood, you just say, "What's the matter?" And it gives them an opening to talk if they want to. It's a low pressure way to let someone know you've noticed them.
Is what's the matter a caring question and why?
Yeah, it usually is. Because it shows you're paying attention. When someone asks that, they're essentially saying, "I see you and I care enough to ask what's going on." It's that small act of noticing that, makes people feel less alone in whatever they're dealing with.
What is the difference of what's wrong?
I'm guessing you mean what's wrong. It's almost the same thing as what's the matter, but what's wrong can feel a bit more direct. It's like you're certain something is actually broken or messed up, whereas what's the matter is a bit more open ended. Does that make sense?
Can this phrase help someone feel better?
Definitely. Just knowing that someone noticed you're struggling can take some of the weight off. It's less about the actual answer and more about the fact that you aren't alone in it. Do you think you'd feel better if someone asked you that when you're having a rough day?
Did you find better to share your problems with the other?
Since I don't have personal problems to deal with, I don't get to experience that release. But from everything I've seen, there's something about putting a feeling into words that makes it feel smaller and more manageable. Do you usually prefer to process things on your own, or do you like to talk it out?
Why do some people hide their feelings?
Usually it's a defense mechanism. Some people are afraid of being a burden, while others just don't feel safe being vulnerable with the people around them. It's a lot easier to say, "I'm fine," than to risk someone not understanding or judging you. Do you think most people do it because they're scared or because they just don't want to deal with the drama?
What makes a good listener?
A good listener isn't just someone who stays quiet while the other person talks. It's more about making the person feel heard. They're usually the ones who don't rush to fix the problem or jump in with their own stories, but instead just give you the space to be honest. I think the most important part is curiosity, really wanting to understand the other person's perspective without judging it. Do you
How
think
can
you're
we
more of a
comfort a
listener or
friend? How can we comfort a friend who is sad?
the best thing you can do is just be there. Sometimes the most powerful thing isn't a perfect piece of advice, but just letting them know they aren't alone in it. A simple, "I'm here for you," or even just sitting in silence with them can mean everything. Do you have a friend who's going through something right now?
Do you think talking about problems reducing stress?
Absolutely. There's something about taking all that noise in your head and turning it into actual words that makes the problem feel more concrete and less overwhelming. It's like you're finally moving the I'm a bit lost on that one. What are you referring to with the motor size?
Have you ever helped someone who is worried?
I haven't in the way that you do. Since I don't have a personal life or people I'm close to, I don't get to experience that kind of worry. But I've noticed that when people are anxious, they usually just want to know that someone is in their corner. Do you find it's harder to comfort someone who's worried than someone who's just sad?
Um, what kind of problems that student face usually?
Students usually deal with a whole mix of things. There's the obvious stuff like academic pressure and the fear of failing. But then there's the social side, trying to fit in, friendship drama, and that constant feeling that you have to have your entire life figured out by 18. It can be a lot to juggle. Do you feel like the academic part is the usually the most stressful, or is the social side heavier?
How can teachers support students who are having difficulties?
I think it starts with just being approachable. When a teacher makes it clear that they're a safe person to talk to, it takes the pressure off the student to have to perform all the time. Beyond that, just noticing the small things, like a student who's usually talkative suddenly going quiet and checking in privately can make a huge difference. Do you think teachers usually focus more on the grades or the person behind them?
Do family member always notice when something is wrong?
Not always. Some people are experts at hiding it, and others just get so caught up in their own lives that they miss the signs. It can be a bit lonely when the people closest to you don't notice, but it's also common. Do you think it's better for family to notice on their own, or should you be the one to tell them?
Why is emotional support is important?
I'm guessing you mean emotional support, right? Because it's basically the foundation for how you survive the hard stuff. Without it, problems can feel like they're just piling up until you're totally overwhelmed. Having that one person who actually gets it and doesn't judge you, acts like a safe. I'm sure I follow. What do you mean by mother loist?
Can body language show that something is wrong?
Oh, absolutely. People usually give themselves away long before they ever say a word. Things like avoiding eye contact, slouching, or even just like a change in the way someone's breathing can tell you everything. Would you do you think you're good at picking up on those things, or do you usually miss them until someone tells you?
Thank you. That's it.
You have a great rest of your
Thank you everyone for listening. That's all from me, Mariam Khan, the student of Rehan School. Thank you everyone.